Today I'm going to take a tour of a Buddhistic stone pagoda around the National Museum of Korea. Korea was a Buddhist country during the ancient and Middle Age. Between 7th century and 14th century. So until now, there are many Buddhistic temples and Buddhist valuable cultural assets around the country. Buddhistic stone pagodas are usually located in the precinct of Buddhist temples around the country. These pagodas have been preserved in the National Museum of Korea because of Japanese smuggling and demolition of original Buddhist temples. These Buddhistic pagodas are symbols of Buddhas along with the Buddha statue in the Buddhist temples. In addition, they are a very important cultural asset. Understand Korean Buddhism and their tradition and their thought. First, I ask you a question. How can you tell the number of stories of these Buddhist pagodas? These Buddhist pagodas consist of three main parts, such as base, foundation, and roof stairs, the finial of top part. We usually tell the number of roof stones of body, and as their number of stories of its pagoda. This is the 10th-story stone pagoda from Gyeongcheonsa Buddhist Temple, which is standing on the lobby of National Museum of Korea. This Buddhistic pagoda was originally located in the precinct of Buddhist Temple Gyeongcheonsa in Gyeonggi Province. This pagoda has been returned from the Japanese smuggling. This pagoda was originally built in mid-14th centuries during late Goryeo dynasty. This pagoda has been designated as the national treasure. Most of Korean Buddhist pagoda were made of Korean granite. This pagoda was the first marble pagoda in Korea. This pagoda is famous for one of the most magnificent Buddhist pagoda in Korea. This pagoda depicts very sophisticated Buddha's teaching. That's why this Buddhist pagoda was designated as a national treasure. This pagoda was influenced from the Mongolian architectural styles. This pagoda especially depicts Korean traditional housing styles such as roof styles. These are the three-story pagoda from Alhangsa Buddhist Temple. These three-story pagodas were built in 8th century in Buddhist temple Alhangsa, which was located in South Gyeongsang Province. These pagodas showed the typical characteristic of unified Silla kingdoms, such as three-story of body, double tiers of base, but unfortunately, the finial part of the top was lost. 5-stepped cornices of roof stones is another characteristic of unified Silla dynasty. This is a 7-story pagoda from Namgaewon. This pagoda was originally built in the 11th century during mid-Goryeo dynasty. This pagoda was designated as the Korean national treasure. This pagoda was standing here from the Japanese smuggling, but the top part was lost. 3 steps cornices are different from those of unified Shilla, which are the 5-stepped cornices. 3-stepped cornices of loop stones are different from 5-stepped cornices of unified Shilla kingdom. This is 5-story pagoda in Honggaedong, Seoul. This pagoda originally built in the 11th century during mid-Goryeo dynasty. This pagoda was originally located in the Buddhist temple Sahyonsa in Seoul, was moved to here because of redevelopment of this area. There are another different stone slab on each body. The corner of loop stones are thick and upward. 3-stepped cornices of loop stones are different from those of unified Shilla kingdom. 2 tiers of base and the top had been lost. This is the 3-story pagoda from Cheonsusa Buddhist temple. This pagoda was originally built during Goryeo dynasty. This pagoda shows not only characteristic of unified Shilla kingdom but also Goryeo dynasty. Double tiers of base, 3-story of loop stones, perfect proportion and balance. Those are the characteristics of unified Shilla kingdom. 3-stepped cornices, 4-stepped cornices are the mixture of unified Shilla kingdom and Goryeo dynasty. This is a 5-story pagoda from Cheonsusa Buddhist temple. This pagoda was originally built in the 10th century during the early Goryeo dynasty. That's why this Buddhist temple showed the characteristic of unified Shilla kingdom. Double tiers of base, 5-story loop stones, balance and proportions. The finial, the top was lost. 5-stepped cornices of loop stones are resembling the characteristic of unified Shilla kingdom. Today, I have visited and appreciated several Buddhist stone pagodas around the National Museum of Korea.